I was talking to a friend earlier about starting another channel. He's wanting to do something about following a journey of him growing and learning how to grow as a YouTuber, which is cool. It's a fairly good niche. It's not really covered. He doesn't want to be a growth expert, just wants to take people through the journey with him as he learns it himself. And that's a cool thing to do. But he's called me up and he said, what am I going to call my channel? So he's looking for a name for it. And I was thinking, well, there's all sorts of things, grow with me or that sort of thing. There's all sorts of names. And I was thinking, but how long do you want this channel to survive for? And this continuing to grow thing is something that's cool, but it's going to evolve. It's not what the channel's always going to be about. And I decided, well, let's go and have a look at some other channels and see what they do, sort of naming conventions people are using. And there are quite a few channels that are out there that people are using for all sorts of things, and they've got like GoPro channels and the SpaceX things and all that sort of thing. And I've been thinking about it, and I was looking at all these things and thinking, these things are going to sort of expire after a period of time, or you're going to run out of subject matter. And the naming that a lot of people are using for channels doesn't really allow the channel any scope to change or evolve. It's going to restrict what you can do over time by that name. So, like for example, if you create a channel called SpaceX and then in 5 years' time Bill Gates buys it and it's called Microsoft Space or something like that, then suddenly, oh no, your SpaceX channel's sort of expired. Or after a particular type of car, you might be a Ford fans or something like that, and Ford goes out of business or gets bought by Volkswagen. What are you going to do with your channel? It's that sort of interest expires, and or if you just create a Rubik's Cube channel, how many videos can you make about Rubik's Cube? Maybe you want to start looking at other puzzles and things. So then do you call it a puzzles channel? Maybe that's more generic, and actually something like puzzles would last quite well. But what I thought for my friend was, just use your own name for the channel, because I started really thinking about it, and what you're selling and the product you're supplying on the channel isn't actually the thing that you're doing. It's you as a presenter is the primary product. The channel content is going to change over time, and if you tie it into that it is specific to a particular subject, you then tie that channel into it and you remove the scope of it to do other things that might be related or similar interests, that kind of thing. So you can kind of see where I'm coming from with that. So I suggested that he just use his own name for it, and instead of making the channel just about growing as a YouTuber and learning how to grow as a YouTuber, that he makes it a playlist within his channel and really take advantage of the playlist functionality, because then he can also perhaps do things on cameras that I've discovered, and start getting into other aspects of being a YouTuber, or maybe even broaden out and being a filmmaker. YouTube's just one thing. Maybe later on get into how to succeed on Twitch or how to succeed on Instagram, that sort of thing as well. And these can then fall into playlists on YouTube, and by creating all these playlists, you've then got a whole pile of blocks of related content as well, which is also going to help your channel. So yeah, I just thought I'd make this quick little video about YouTube channel naming and really thinking about what is your principal product. And most of the time, it's you, the presenter. People are coming to channels to look at, to see you, to visit you and to say hi, whether it's a video or your live stream or something like that. And the topic is kind of secondary, because this range of topics is part of who you are. It's your interest that you're sharing with other people, and that personality is the thing that sells well. So there you have it. And you go look at a lot of other YouTubers and things, and particularly some of the big ones and their channel names, and Casey Neistat. It's just Casey Neistat. Marquise Brownlee's got MKBHD. That's essentially just his name or pseudonym. PewDiePie is another pseudonym. It's him that's being marketed. It's and he's got Lawai and Meme Review and all these things, playlists and groups of content within his channel. So Peter McKinnon's another good one. Sarah Dietschy, all these things, all these great YouTubers. What they're selling above and beyond any other product is themselves as a presenter, and the content that they cover is secondary to that. So I'm glad I've kind of done that with my channel as well, and that's what I recommend you consider doing with yours. Have a quick think about it. If you do want to create a secondary channel, that's cool, do that. Consider making it a playlist, or break it away into a different channel if it's a vastly different topic. But just be aware that, if it's not evergreen type content, that's fine. The channel is only intending to exist for the length of a product, so maybe a particular camera brand or even a particular camera. You might want to create a channel that's just got 100 videos on it, just about a Canon 500D, for example. Not quite sure how you do 100 videos on a Canon 500D, but there you go. Anyway, I hope this has been useful to you and given you something to think about. If it has, and you want to see more of my videos, click down here and subscribe and do all of that neat stuff, and check out these two videos up here as well, because they're cool things that YouTube said you'll kind of like. And I'll see you later.